Purple martin birds are leaving the nest in Escanaba. Local 3's Thomas Claycomb looks into why that is.
The purple martin is a very unique bird found in North America. The martin is known for its skillful aerial exhibitions, tolerance of humans, and pleasant twittering calls. Martins only nest under very strict conditions, and the city of Escanaba is home to several man-made martin houses along the shoreline.
Primarily because martins are sort of well-known birds that are popular, and they're completely dependent on humans for housing. So all martins that nest in eastern North America are associated with a human-made house that's put up and maintained for them specifically. You know, prior to colonization, they were known to be, Native Americans would put out gourds for them. And 100 years ago, these would be nesting downtown, sort of in the cornices of buildings. But, you know, in the last 100 years, things have shifted to these homemade houses. And more recently, like really specialized houses to exclude starlings, which is a nest competitor. Each house has 14 units, and I think we're up to 7. So I think that's 83 units total. And we have a population of about 40 to 50 breeding pairs, so about 80 to 100 adult martins that produce about 150 chicks a year, distributed 4 out of those 6 houses. You know, their nesting habitat, probably pre-colonization, was gigantic old hollowed out red oaks. That was one of the first things that pilgrims cleared when they got to North America. So, you know, it's just part of being an environmental steward. People love martins. It used to be a rite of passage, especially for people that live on lakes or farms, to put up martin houses in the spring for them. But that's fallen out of favor as populations have declined over the last 30 years in the UP. So I'd say there's been about a 95% decline in martin numbers in the UP. Serious range retraction. This is the healthiest colony in the entire Upper Peninsula.
However, in recent years, the purple martin population has steadily declined throughout America. It is not well known why, but biologists of Common Coast are working to figure out why the martin houses in Escanaba are abandoning their nests.
2 years ago, we noticed one of the houses that was out on the island, right next to where the fireworks on 4th of July are as part of the fireworks display, had completely abandoned the house. So there was about 6 or 7 nests in there with either dead chicks, young chicks, or abandoned eggs. So the only explanation for that was 4th of July fireworks, because it was so close proximity. These are a diurnal bird. They're active during the day and they roost at night. So what probably happened is during the fireworks display, they were scared out of the houses and didn't return till it was too late. And I just wanted to follow up to see if there was an impact to the proximity of this house. And there's 2 active nests that have 7 large chicks that are fine, but there was also 4 nests that were abandoned that had addled eggs in them, or cold eggs. 3 abandoned nests, 2 pairs with chicks. So this is still probably too close to the fireworks.
If you'd like to help house and raise purple martins, visit commoncoast.org to learn more on how you can help. Reporting in Delta County, I'm Thomas Claycomb, Local 3 News.